Good evening, everyone. I'm back. We're back. I'm Aranya. I'm running the Marvel Role-Playing Game. This is now season 5 of this thing. We've survived 4 seasons of this. Shock and awe. And tonight is just the character upgrade or swap out, depending on who does what. And we have most of our crew here. We're going to start and just wait for the one to then I'll reveal the big reveal when he gets here. But first of all, we have the longest running, longest suffering player here. We have Dalton the Authenticator playing our mage, the horror, and his familiar little demon.
Good evening, everyone.
He's suffered with me, GMing him the longest.
I I have committed to this character who is basically my self-insert for the Marvel universe. I'm gonna keep it until we have basically never until we don't play this game anymore, pretty much.
Yeah, yes.
And even then, if we switch to DC, I'm probably gonna find a way to port him over somehow.
Uh-oh.
Awesome.
I think someone just poofed out. I think we just lost.
Did we lose Clint? I think
we
lost Clint.
just lost Clint. I might have accidentally popped him. He popped him. Hopefully he pops back in.
If he's still there, I can pop him in.
Yeah, I don't see him in the backstage.
I don't see him either.
But at any rate, you're committed to that character, or you should be committed. I don't know which it is yet. But
why not both?
But yeah, exactly. There he is. And you're back.
Welcome back.
Did you hit the big red button?
No. I just went to go log in, and it was like, no, we're gonna kick you out now.
Oops.
Ooh, that does that.
Yeah. StreamYard is very finicky. If you open and close a lot of windows, sometimes it will just decide to yeet you.
Yes.
Which is why I can never do anything in another window when I'm doing this on my phone, because StreamYard hates phones at the best of times, and it will take any opportunity of me exiting out the window to yeet. So
Okay.
It really loves that.
Yes. At any rate, next in line we have. Okay. I'm good with that character, Clint. So we'll get you in a bit. Okay, we have Star Trooper. He's returning for his second season. That's Ed, and he's going to be getting some upgrades tonight, some minor ones, because he did do some kit batching last season. He survived, believe it or not. No matter what I threw at him, he Donna Summered it. He will survive.
Yeah.
Now that song is stuck in my head.
And there's also the Gloria Gaynor version, which I like a little bit.
Yes.
And yes, and then next to him, down below of him, we have Ethereal Dragon, who is
Hello.
This is his third season, and playing Narion, our resident Titan, young Titan, and who's going to be staying back at the mansion. Spot. Poor Spot. He's gonna get spoiled by Giles for sure.
Yeah. So Spot's okay?
Spot's okay. Spot's fine. He's just staying back. He's just not gonna necessarily go out on missions anymore. He said, I'm fed up with this. I don't get enough bones to chew on, and I can't chew on the villains too much because y'all get mad at me. So
this is why I keep my auxiliary animal very, very fed and happy.
Yes. Then what was that, Dragon?
Yeah, you just see Darwin's true form come and take him away.
Yes, yeah. He just goes back and he's back at the mansion. or the headquarters, whichever you want to call it. But at any rate, going across from him, we have a pair of sisters, Amy and Melissa, who are playing Megan from Excalibur, and the sister who is a player-generated character. This is their second season.
Wow. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, you guys are great. So we decided to bring you back. And,
Thank you.
and so Megan really does. Megan has some slight upgrades because she got some little toys to play with. But we'll discuss that when we get to her. And we'll also discuss any upgrades that the sister might get, sister or her badass angel posse.
My angel guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we got not quite last but and not least because we're still waiting on our little furry butt guy coming in and whether he's going to play. But we have Clint who's going to play Jim Hammond. I believe his name is correct.
Yep, Jim Hammond, the Human
The
Torch.
original Human Torch, who, according to some comic book lore, his body was used to make Vision, but we'll kind of disregard it for this.
Multiverse.
We'll disregard it because basically in one of the current runs of Iron Man, they did actually have Hammond show up, and Vision was also running around. So
yeah.
So they both can coexist. So that's how we're gonna play it. Like he still kept his body. He hasn't been co-opted. He hasn't been repurposed or recycled, whatever you want to call it.
At least not yet.
Not yet.
As long as it doesn't turn out he's the super adaptoid in disguise. I have grown very, very paranoid of synthesoids as a result of this game.
I'm actually Madcap.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, then I'm plunging you into a black hole at the earliest convenience.
That's it. I'm sending you to the Greek underworld, and that's just obvious.
Oh dear.
I mean Tartarus.
Oh, not good.
So, does this Human Torch have different abilities from the one in Fantastic Four?
I'd have to look him up. Not
too much, other than just the fact that because he's an android, he doesn't require food and other things to survive. That's pretty much almost the differences in their powers.
That's why
Let's see, looking him up.
For some reason, Stan Lee did not decide to give Johnny Storm his own hero identity. He just reused the name Human Torch because at that point they weren't really using the android Human Torch anymore.
That is correct. They repurposed.
How funny. I wonder if Johnny Storm liked the Human Torch hero. Was he kind of a fan of
If I were in charge of the writing, I probably would retcon it to something like that. But
if I recall correctly, in the early Fantastic Four books, Fantastic Four actually have licensed themselves as a comic book, so that's where they can read their own adventures, and they have actually visited the Marvel offices too.
Yeah, I was gonna say they do make reference to the Marvel comics and the DC comics both existing in the Marvel universe from time to time. So
yes, they do, and so it's possible they would have read because I think they did reference when Submarinara Sauce showed up.
the Submariners?
Yeah. They did.
Poor Namor. If we ever meet him, he's gonna be so ticked off the first time somebody calls him that.
Well, that's a gag from the Geeky Puppet Show. But I think Torch actually remembered reading about him in a comic book. So it's presumable that he would also know of the original Human Torch. Okay, let's see. Oh, Fire Generation. Oh, okay. The Nova Flame. Ooh. Oh, Energy Sheath.
Yep.
Oh, he could do the 10 identical duplicates. Oh. Yeah. Okay. You do not need to monkey with any of his skills. I will leave them as is. You don't need to bring them down or add anything else. Just keep him as is.
Okay.
He will have some fun with him.
Yeah, that's. I love the Golden Age comics, I've been busting them out because Amazon's been having them on sale for $3.99 for the Marvel Classic Masterworks. So I had a bunch of gift cards left over for my Bing rewards, so I just went and bought several of the volumes. So I assume
in digital copy because the Masterworks are really freaking expensive in hardcover.
Yeah, the digital copies. Yeah.
I think they're starting to release the Masterworks in paperback form, but I haven't done any deeper research into that. All I know is that the first volume of Doctor Strange Masterworks is in paperback now.
Yeah, they do have the epics in paperback, and I have one for the Iron Man.
Oh, I have
That was given.
a bunch of the epic collections, but the Masterworks are like one step above even the
Oh, I know that. Yeah,
even the epic collections.
yeah, because I have the original Iron Man yellow cover.
And they are also absurdly rare because I was in a comic book store a couple of years ago and I ran across a Submariner Masterworks and it was like $100.
Oh,
And if it had been a Doctor Strange Masterworks, I would have paid that, but it was not, so I didn't end up doing it.
Yeah, that's about right because the original ones were very well done, and they were hardbound. I think I paid when I got it. I think I got it in 2008. I think I paid about $35-40 for it. That's about as much as I remember. It was like it was expensive. I went, I think I can afford that.
Yeah, they weren't cheap, but they did contain like entire runs in them, so like it was worth it.
It had 39 to 50 for Iron Man. Which included first appearance of Mandarin.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's where
boy.
Yeah, and Mandarin was, as far as I'm concerned, still is a bad mother.
Yeah, and it's a shame. It's a shame we've never really gotten him in his full glory in the MCU yet.
No, we have not, but we do get him better here, and I'm debating this season if I bring him back, if I use the old Roby version, or I kind of like him with the the businessman, but businessman who could really do some damage to you.
I like the techno space wizard thing, but that's because I grew up on the Iron Man animated series from the 90s.
Oh yeah, well it's basically the same. It's basically what we have, but I'm saying which actual visual I plan to use. That's
the
was
visual I like is from Iron Adventures.
Oh, the
Armored Adventures.
Armored Adventures. Yeah, with him with the teens, that was actually really good. I admit that I do not like the idea of Teen Tony in the books, but in the Armored Adventures, basically you had Iron Man as a teen, you had Rhodey as a teen, you had Mandarin as a teen, and you had Pepper as a teen, and you had some adult villains. But
Nicktoons Network was Nickelodeon's best kept secret. A lot of their best content made it on there, and vanished for no good reason. They did it to Making Fiends. They did it to 3 Delivery. They did it to a bunch of things.
For the show too.
I'm sorry. What Trooper?
I also like the theme song for it.
Oh, the theme song is really good. The only character I really didn't like in Armored Adventures was Pepper. I just want to keep smacking her. She was just very. She was very annoying.
So, in other words, she was a teenage girl. But
yeah, well.
The thing is, I can see the young Pepper being like that, though.
Yeah, I do, but it
was in character. It's just annoying.
It's in character, but she was amped to the max in terms of annoyance factor.
Was she like
for me? The theme music from was Huntix.
I don't think I saw that, but I love Armored Adventures. I can get it on Disney Plus. I've actually watched through it, and I actually like it.
Wait, Armored Adventures is on Disney Plus?
Yep.
I would have thought that would have been an issue because Nickelodeon owned Armored Adventures.
No. It's Marvel property.
Yeah.
Yep.
Marvel property.
Interesting.
Because they have a lot of the cartoons. They have Spider-Man's Amazing Friends on there and a few others.
Yep.
I'm surprised we haven't done our own version of 7 Little Superheroes yet, frankly, in game.
I will have to go back and watch that episode if it's there. And if I find it and I get ideas from it, beware.
Yeah, I broke my own rule again. While we were off screen, I kept telling people not to give Maranya too many good ideas because if they're too good, she might end up using them against us. I broke my own rule.
Myself and my co-plotter, we tend to get very devious. If we get good ideas, we are going to use them. And I have to watch. Actually, I have to watch that episode. I don't think I ever saw it. I'd say I might have, but it's just not. It's not sticking in the brain pan. It wasn't.
I remember seeing it, but I remember liking the episode as a concept, but I also remember being really annoyed because they misused Doctor Strange because they kind of lampshaded him even being there, and then he, for some inexplicable cartoon logic reason, couldn't tell the difference between an actual demon and a robot one.
Okay, now I have to ask because you use this term a lot. What does lampshading a character mean? Oh, we know it's like putting a lampshade, make it like he's drunk, kind of thing.
It means like hand waving or making light of or making something irrelevant. That's what lampshading is.
Like what they do with the Mandarin and Iron Man 3 Extremis.
Okay, yeah, when they had the actor.
Yeah, the whole he was an actor that
took it over.
Extremis had hired. That's lampshading. That's
yeah.
Or kind of like what they did to Thor in Endgame by making him fat Thor.
Fat Thor, yeah. Okay, so
it's similar in concept to the idea of hand wavium.
Okay. While we're waiting for our last person to show up, I'm gonna go ahead and go through Authenticator. Let's see. You want what did you? Okay, you decide you want to either get a new spell or I'm gonna say get a new spell because contacts you got some pretty good contacts. You can just leave those alone. We just have to actually use them this season.
Right.
I'll have to let my cohort know what contacts you have.
Yeah, at the moment, I have Agatha Harkness as my witchcraft contact, Nicodemus West as my sorcery contact, Damien Hellstrom as my explicitly supernatural contact, Man-Thing as my monster contact, and I think last time we added Adam Warlock as my cosmic contact.
I think we did. I thought no. That's right. We had it at one point had a contact with Moon Knight, but that character is no longer in play. So we may have somebody. If you ever want to have Moon Knight.
Right. So yeah, that's my contacts as far as they stand now.
Okay. So I'll just leave them as is because you got a good spread of where you want to go.
Yeah.
So if you want to pick a spell.
I'm debating on adding another summoning. I just don't know what other possible summonings, like what other creatures I could summon.
Yeah, because you've got your flame elemental.
Yeah, I've got my fire elemental and I've got my familiar.
Yeah, so that which doesn't even really need to get summoned because he just accompanies you.
He's just there, and sometimes I use him as a mount because. Reasons.
Yeah, he's your best friend.
Yes. Yes, but so yeah, I might want to do another summoning. I just don't know what other options I have for things that can be summoned that would be distinct and interesting enough that it would add a capability that I don't already have.
Okay, let's spell descriptions. Let's see.
Either that or I was getting a little bit nostalgic earlier, and I was thinking of calling back to my old tech hexing days by doing probability manipulation. But I want to see what the other options for things that I can summon might be first.
Let's look through. I'm looking through these ones.
Or how about a frost giant?
Fire and ice.
Is that a thing I can do?
You might be able to do like a fire, like a water one, which could go icy. But let me look. I'm looking. Let's see. Okay, servant. Let's see what that servant.
Be right back.
Okay, servant. Okay, you have a servant spell, which you can magical servants, which is jinn, demons, ghosts, and the like. But you can't use human beings as servants.
Right. That makes sense.
Okay, that's it. Note that. Let me go ahead and note that one down on my pad of paper. Get a pen. 1 second. Okay, servant. That's one we can go back to. That's I'm also gonna note the page it's on.
Right.
So
Take
I know.
Your time. I'm in no hurry.
No. I'm just seeing what we got. We got go to the next page. Okay, 27, 28. Okay, shields, no, telekinesis, tongues. I'm trying to find all the spells, how spells are cast. Because I think we had it when there was a part where you could actually find all the
Entities. and
okay,
things.
entities in tree. Okay, that's where it is. Page
Yeah.
16 in the second book. Okay, book 2. Okay, actually, there's something that you could. Oh, you have gloating.
What?
There's gloating. That's more for villains.
Okay. What does
Okay, gloating.
what does
Okay,
that do?
let me. Okay, while confidence and bravado are necessary, gloating is highly undesirable. Villains by necessity gloat. This is usually why they are on jump, because they are so busy gloating and talking their opponents to death. The hero has time to recover. Okay, gloating and humiliating characters how a villain achieves his karma. Okay, magical villains, especially Dormammu and Mordo, can gloat for 10 to 20 rounds at a time.
Yeah, that tracks. I'm surprised Doom isn't added to that list though.
Right? Like Mojo Jojo?
It's because Doom is the gloatiest gloater to have ever gloated.
Okay. Basically, if the hero tries to gain time by allowing a magical villain to gloat, basically acting weak and whatever, inquiring about how the villain trapped him and so forth, villain is allowed a reason.
Oh, it's the let me tell you my secret hidden plan in excruciating detail. It's the exposition thing that villains do.
Yeah, if the villain succeeds on the reason roll, they will continue their attacking or whatever. If the roll is unsuccessful, the villain will stop attacking and start gloating.
That's less of a power though, and more of a like weakness.
It's just a thing. It's like the gloating will occupy the villain for no less than 5 rounds, plus 1 round for each level the villain has achieved. And the actor, it's basically at least 5 rounds of that. After the
I'll have to keep that in mind for if we ever run into Mordo or Dormammu or Doom or the various other
or Mandarin. Mandarin would also apply.
Yeah, he definitely fits the bill of magical villains. What gloat a lot.
Okay, basically, they say they have the magic versus science. Basically, it's difficult to defeat intelligent, independent machines with sorcery.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it's you can't charm a tank.
Well, no, that makes sense.
And basically, basically, you can't converse with a computer if you had tongues, but you can read the printouts if it's a non-machine language. Basically, it's most effective on organic beings, of course. Makes sense. Okay, dimensions. Specific dimensions. Entities and entreating. Okay. Entreating an entity. And let's see what we got. You got your demonic creatures and extra dimensional evil. Those are basically your demons. Okay. Okay, specific entities. You got the Agamotto, Offering, Amtor, the Unspeakable, Ancient One, Avanadham, Balthak, Brahmagadon, Cathan, Cinnabus. That sounds like Cinnabon.
Ooh, take that one.
Cinnabus, I believe, is a ruler of a flame dimension, and that's where you get the 7 sons of Cinnabus from.
Basically, it's actually the entity, a location probably arid where it's daytime constantly.
So you
I'd be tempted as a joke to have Cinnabus appear as a Cinnabon.
Well, I mean, the first time Agamotto showed up, he chose to take the form of the hookah smoking caterpillar from Alice in Wonderland.
So that not a problem. So Cindyar, you got Cindyar, Sidorak, Daranthan, the Darkhold, Davaroth, Death, Demons and Chaos in general. Going through the entities, let's see. Danak or Danak, Dragus, Dizak, Eternity, Falroth, Faltine, which you know,
Mhm.
Farlo, Hoggoth, and Hoary Host of Hoggoth, Icon, Ixalan, Kraken, Living Tribunal, Mad Bara. You got some good. Munipur.
As in the mist of Mutapol.
Yes, yes. Mystic Moons, yes, or Moonlit Maze. Yeah, Miss as well. It is Miss as well as listed. Mytor, Nervalon, Ashtur, Poldak, Ragador, I should say.
Mhm.
Rangsab, Satanish, also called He Who Waits. The Seraphim, the Shuma Gorath, which I brought in one season, and I'm going to bring him back.
Yeah, except that the cancer verse is what happens when somebody invites Shimogorath in. So
Yeah,
that's a big old nope.
maybe not. Okay, so you got Set, Sliggeth, Valtor, Vishanti, Watum, and Zom, and miscellaneous spells. I'm not finding it.
I remember most of these actually. I have like Ixalam is the one who gives out ice magic. He's as in the icy tendrils of Ixalam. Zom was the demon king that Doctor Strange made a pact with in
Mhm.
World War Hulk,
Mhm.
and that was what got the Vishanti mad at him for a long time.
Okay, here we go. The creatures. Okay, characters and creatures. Magical creatures. Demons of Denak. Demons of Despair. Elemental is lesser. That's greater and lesser. That's where we're going for.
Yeah, that's where we got our fire
That's
elemental from.
that's in book 3. Okay, and you could do air, earth, fire, or water, and let's see. If I gave you if I gave you water, which would go with your fire, I would. How high did I give you for your elemental fire? Let me take a look.
He replaced. What did he replace?
Okay, let me look
I-
up. Let me look up horror. Okay, season 4 or revise. Let's
Because
see.
the way we've usually been playing is whatever spell slot they replace, they take on that proficiency with.
Yeah. Okay. Great. It was incredible summoning, remarkable 30 damage. If I gave you another elemental, this is an if.
Mhm.
Since you've been here 5 seasons, I think I could give you another summoner.
What about the Demons of Despair? Because like fear is kind of my whole shtick with
Okay,
the horror thing.
maybe switch out Demon of Despair for your fire, for your what you call it, Demons of Despair. Oh, they're the biters.
I mean that just caught my ear because I know Despair is one of the Fear Lords was what.
Yeah, but
So I was kind of thinking in thematic terms, but I'm not sold on that or anything. That was just something.
Okay. The Demons of Despair have fangs that can bite only one opponent around, but can bite that opponent twice. Go chomp chomp. And they have a poison bite. They drip with venom. Okay.
No, I don't think that's. That doesn't offer any interesting like battle advantages that I wouldn't already have.
Wait a minute. Wait. And again, fangs of demon drip with venom. If a second bite on the same round is successful, you can try twice biting. The venom will enter the wound, causing incredible damage.
Still not quite up my my character's street.
Okay,
I don't think.
I think you'd want more of a. I'm not giving you the eye killer because that's one of my villains. You can't have an eye killer. Nope.
Okay, that's fine.
Nope. Remember the ones I brought in last time? One of the times
Yeah.
where they were where they were human, and then when we all were down in Subterranea, and I brought them in as humans, and they shapeshifted into
the random couple in distress that we saved. Yeah,
yes,
I remember.
Yeah, they ended up being eye killers.
Mm-hmm.
They were fun to play. Let's see, Elemental's greater. If you want to go with Elemental's greater, I would let you have uh, water at one step lower, which would be 30-20. 30 for summoning, 20 for damage.
I don't think I need another elemental because my fire one kind of.
Yeah, okay.
I can't think of anything that the other elementals can do that I would actually want. So
I'm not letting you have Yandral, Spatter, Slug. Can't have those.
okay,
You
because
can
you're
have
going to use them. Okay,
I'm gonna
fine.
use it. You can't have those.
So that's
Okay,
fine.
in terms of summons, so what other kind of magic spell did you want besides that? You see, you want
I was thinking in terms of nostalgia, and I was thinking maybe kind of reflate the probability manipulation, because it would allow me to basically kind of do something similar to what I started with the tech hex thing.
yeah. Let me see if I can see. Let's see. I'm gonna go back under spell descriptions from book 1 and see what they got with that for that. Apparition, alteration body weapons, appearance, going through astral projection, bands, chameleon charm. You can charm people. Confusion. You got confusion, conjure, curse. Oh,
What does conjure do?
conjure. You can teleport an IM plant, creature, or character from its current location to the caster's location.
I
Okay,
can't
okay,
think of
okay.
too many. I can't think of too many situations in which that would be useful.
Okay, the only thing there's another little thing. It says it can even restore a broken or decayed item to its original form while in the act of teleporting.
Maybe next upgrade.
Maybe season 6.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not sold on conjure just yet.
We'll keep conjure in mind for season 6 if we have a season 6.
Mhm.
Okay, damage. Okay, you have damage absorption. It just basically you get you can attack. You can get absorb some damage from energy attacks, both magical and non-magical, but you're still vulnerable to physical, missile, and mental attack.
Nah.
Okay, let's see. Damage. You got damage conversion. Basically converts whatever you got, and puts it to your health. Density control others. Density control self, which I think you've already kind of did with the
Dark Force thing. I actually like the Dark Force thing better than that though. So
yeah.
Although this new spell, I guess, will be replacing the Dark Force thing, which
let me check.
I'm not against because I don't use it all that often. So
yeah. Yo, Jay, I see you in the chat. Let's see. Looking at your sheet, because right now you have cast fear at excellent 20, transformation self into the Dark Force, which is 30, which basically what we had you do, you could actually phase into somebody and then re-solidify and do some damage like you did to the one guy.
Mm-hmm.
You have the Great Elemental Fire, and you have Little Demon, who's basically his own little character on his own.
Yeah.
With his powers.
Yeah.
So if we I would say I would give you one more power, but it's got to be a lower. It's got to be no higher than say 20 in terms of its intensity, because you're getting it at a new power.
I'd rather just swap out the become Dark Force for a new one.
Okay, that's it. Remarkable, yeah. But okay, yes.
I found an image for the sister.
Okay,
Yeah.
I put it in general.
Okay, general in the other group, right?
In Edwin Bowen's story time.
Okay, I'll look over there. Okay, let me take a look. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and copy link for that, and I'm gonna send it to Melissa in her.
I take it you like that image.
That's interesting. Yes, I'm gonna go ahead and delete the goofy at the end of it, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm sending it to her in her DM so she can take a look herself, just and so on. And
Wow.
it's actually pretty nice. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and open it in browser so I can save the image and then just put it. And I'll go ahead and see if I can share screen it.
Megan, I take it your sister likes it.
It's beautiful. My goodness, it's
It's a lovely
amazing.
piece.
Okay, let me go
Oh,
ahead
it's awesome.
and upload, and I'll upload it to.
Where'd you find it?
Uh,
A while ago, I think it was on Pinterest.
Oh, okay. It's wow. Look at the trim at the bottom of the dress. That's
yeah, let me go ahead and so the audience can see this. 1 sec. Because we gotta let them see this. It's actually really pretty cool. I'll go ahead and
It is. It's beautiful.
and copy the link, put it into a tabber, and present, share screen,
on screen.
and we are sharing. So you guys get to see what we all are seeing.
Look at that.
That is really pretty. I would say I like that idea for the sister.
Very cool.
Because all we really had was an image for the angels, which were the blades, and you had
Yeah. Maybe we can clean up some art for everybody. That would be kind of.
That would
fun.
be cool.
yeah. Because right now on the thumbnail I had the only people I did not put up art for was I did not put up art for Clint because I didn't know what character he was going to be using.
True.
Or I don't have a character picture for him, so he's basically that shadowy one with the top hat in the back.
He does have a hat, right? The hat's.
The hat is a given. He has to have the hat.
The hat, and the bow tie. Yes.
Yes. Okay. I will go and tinker with Bing AI later and see about coming up with something. Then I'll forward it to Dalton and get approval before I officially say that's what his character looks like.
Mm-hmm.
And we also don't know what V is going to be using for his character, and I have to know I have to ping him where you're getting here because he needs to come here because I need to know what character he's playing this season.
Or if he's not playing this time around, we need to know so we can move ahead without him.
Yes, yeah.
Communication error, folks.
Although I got a feeling he'll play another annoying character.
Oh, not.
He always does that. Yeah, he always does.
He does not play annoying characters.
I mean,
yeah, kind of.
he always plays the fast talking wisecracker.
Yeah, which is fun. Okay.
That's basically always who he plays.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, I'm gonna stop sharing that. But yeah, so basically, you want to swap a spell for your dark force. So we'll have to, going through the spells.
I was thinking probability manipulation, although now that I think about it, that might be a 2 slaughter, so I don't know.
That might be a 2 slaughter. If you're going back to the old powers from the player's book. Okay, let's advance player's book. And probability.
But I think the magic one is slightly different though, to be fair. I'm not sure.
Let's see.
Or wait, is the one in the magic book called Chaos Magic? I think it might be.
That sounds more like Chaos Magic. So I would go be under Chaos Magic. Let's see. Looking under. Let's see. Okay. Yes.
Scarlet Witch.
Yes, she has the probability.
Yeah, she's not the only one who can use it, but she's the most proficient user because she's Cathan's avatar.
Yeah.
And or sometimes Mephisto, depending on what the canon is doing at any given moment, because of course they can't decide every 5 minutes.
I think Longshot also had it.
Longshot has it. Roulette has it. Black Cat has good or bad luck, which is essentially probability.
Domino, I think has it.
Domino has it. Yes. There's a few that have it. Yeah. So looking through, going through energy control. Just going through the environmental foretelling.
Because I know I saw a magic specific version. I just can't.
Yeah,
think
I
of
know.
where
I'm trying
what
to
it
find
was
it.
under.
Yeah. Okay. I'll tell you what. We'll go back to it, and I'm going to go ahead and because
Yeah, go ahead.
we'll
You're
go
fine.
ahead. We'll go ahead and go back to that. But just know that we are going to be swapping out your
Of
Authentic
course.
the band of Agamotto.
what was it?
Spell.
What
The
was it
band-
called?
The bands
The
of
what now?
Agamotto.
Bands of Agamotto?
An entangling spell.
The ones you're thinking of are the Crimson Band of Sidorak, but like I said, I prefer my stuff to be a little bit more abstract rather than
Than
straightforward pew pew or punchy punchy. So
Yes.
Well, that's not pew pew. It's an
more-
entangling.
right, but it's still a little bit too literal, and I prefer my spells to be a little bit more
Subtle.
roundabout.
Okay. Now, going on the trooper, we did say that you have the
Gravity.
the new gravity gun, and what did we assign the value for that? I think we were saying we were going to have you limited to 2 uses before it decides to malfunction, because it's still in its test phase.
Yeah.
But what was the intensity of it? And it was like things like
20.
what 20? It was like 2 areas, I think.
Excellent.
Yeah, 20 in 2 areas. So I have to I think we'll just make a note of that in the DMs on Discord, and I'll add it to your sheet and then send you back a sheet. And I don't know if we're going to be adding anything. Oh, so we're going to possibly upgrade your armor. I think we'll upgrade your armor to 30. Let's go ahead and upgrade to 30, because you were turned into a candle almost most of the times. You were getting hit with stuff. You were getting melted. So
He caught the armorer curse from Scrapyard, I guess.
Yes, he did. So I'll upgrade his to 30. Let's give him a little more protection. But in terms of the enhancing of skills, it stays the same, because that's just a standard armor enhancer thing. It just enhances you by two steps. So that's standard. So that we just keep it as is. And just
I also had a thought on the armor protection.
Mm-hmm.
That instead of increasing the actual protection,
Mm-hmm.
go with kinetic absorption.
Okay. Kinetic
I can
absorption.
redirect that into my physical attacks.
Oh, kind of like the Mark V armor. Okay, so
It's up to you. Just a
okay,
thought.
I'm thinking, okay, if you want to absorb, I would give you that. If I gave you that instead of upping your armor to 30, I would give you that at 20, and then you could absorb 20 points of the damage on top of your armor already.
Okay.
And then it would go back into your it would power your weaponry. The 20 points would power your.
Yeah, give a collar shift on the damage.
Yeah. It would no, actually no. It basically wouldn't increase the damage. It would just give you more pew pews per. Like up your. Next time you use, like, say your plasma gun or your other energy stuff, it would give you an extra attack. Possibly that round. It would be a column shift, downshift, because it's this extra one.
Okay.
But it would give you an extra.
It was just something I was thinking.
Okay. Note this down and in the DMs and send it to me so I can look it over, and we can confirm it to make sure. So that's you're pretty good otherwise, because otherwise your skills, everything else is good for you, if I remember correctly, because you just had the new weapon that we added from this past season. And then Dragon, you're leaving Spot at home. Poor doggo.
Yeah.
Poor doggo is gonna be left home alone with actually no, not left home alone, because he's gonna be with your true self and with Giles. He's gonna be back at the back.
And any of his lady friends.
And his lady friends. Yeah, they'll spoil him. They'll spoil him.
Yeah.
Hugh Hefner's gonna get jealous.
Yep. And Tony's gonna be taking notes for sure. Okay.
Tony wish he had my body.
You wish you had his money.
Like I need Tony's money.
Yeah, you do.
All I have to do is just find a gold. I mean, come on. The fact that my kiddo's mother is the river that encircles the underworld,
Mhm.
she probably knows where to find some riches, anyways.
I
Mhm.
mean, in the ancient Greek pantheon, Hades was also considered a god of wealth because he knew about the underworld and therefore knew where all the gold seams and stuff were.
Mhm. Yep.
Exactly.
Yes. So, be that as it may, do you want do you want to replace Spot in terms of I think we're going to give you, just in case you want to bring Spot on an adventure, we're going to give you a 20 summon, just in case if you wanted to bring him along, because a Titan and his doggo, just in case, if you decide you want to bring him along.
Yeah, maybe miss him.
Yeah.
He's nice.
It's up to you. I don't know if there's really anything you really need to do for your upgrades otherwise, though, because I think you were pretty solid last season. Because you were able to punch your way out of stuff or tank your way out of most things. So it's up to you, Dragon, if you want to upgrade or not. If you can think of anything you need to upgrade besides your basic skills. Hello?
I'm thinking, could I upgrade?
Yeah, because you're pretty much a tank. Because I mean, looking at your sheet, okay, I just got word from our resident multi character. He's gonna be playing different characters each time he plays, and he's not home, but he did text me. So
Okay, so if
He's
he's
all right.
not going to be,
he may
He's not
not he may or not show up right at the moment. So he may
okay,
show up towards the end. But yeah, basically he said he's going to be playing something different when he plays. So
so you want to fill us in on how the format is changing then? Now that we know where Rankman has absconded to.
okay, once I get everybody upgraded, then I will let you know what the format is. I
Okay.
want to get everybody upgraded first.
Like I sent it to you in the DM.
I saw. Okay, good deal.
So I'll let you edit the sheet and then send me the copy.
Okay, I will do that. I'll do that. You should get it in the next day or two. Anyway, Darion, if you can, let me pull up your sheet because we have your sheet from. I know I have a sheet for you. Darion season 4. Okay, because you still got dimensional travel to the Greek underworld.
No, I thought it was anywhere. I don't know why.
No, we
I thought that was
No,
Moldy.
it was only to the Greek underworld. Just
we-
like
back.
my dimensional aperture a couple seasons ago was only to apparently Mephisto's hell dimension.
Now if you want to switch your dimensional travel, I could split the difference and have you do 2 dimensions that you could send them to, but I would have to reduce your skill level in it.
So you could in
No,
theory
it's already
do both.
low.
No, it's amazing 50.
Yeah, you could
Oh, it is? Oh.
yeah, you could do both you could do both the underworld and Olympus if you wanted.
Or if you wanted,
I think there's a portal between the two, anyways.
yeah. So you could do Greek underworld, and you could do a random. You could have one where it's a random dimension.
I wouldn't do that. That's a little bit unpredictable.
Yeah,
there are a lot of dimensions in the Marvel world.
Okay. I would. Okay, what I'll do is drop the Greek underworld one down, say to the 30 or 40, and give you another dimensional travel, which would be travel to dimension that you need to travel to. Like if you're going from point A to point B, like if you're going from multiverse to multiverse, and I would give that to you at a 20 to start. Like if you're jumping from multiverse to multiverse, you could. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll give you Greek Underworld at 30. I will give
Okay.
you multiverse travel at 30. That way you can actually travel between the multiverses, at least for this season. But you have to get a really high to get through the multiverse. That's all I'm gonna say.
So if you wanted to find the monkey world, you could.
He could find the monkey. He could if he wanted to. He could go to a different multiverse just straight up with that skill, if he wanted to, and that would just be getting like a green result. He could go to any multiverse. If you wanted to go to a specific multiverse, there would have to be a yellow result. And if you wanted to go to a multiverse at a specific time, that would be a red result. And yes.
I would think he would also, besides being able to go to the underworld, he'd want to be able to go to Mount Olympus too.
Well,
That's
like I said, there's a portal
what I
connecting
said,
the
but
two.
he shut it down because there's a portal between them.
yes.
At least
So,
according to what I've seen on that
okay.
one website with all the books and stuff.
Yeah. So I would just say leave the dimensional travel amazing at 30 to the Greek underworld and 30 to the multiverse, and then with the conditions that I said, which is green, you can go to another multiverse, just any multiverse. You can't really specify. You'll just go to the next multiverse, whatever you need to go to. But if you're actually specifying, it's yellow result. If you're specifying at a specific time, like say yesterday in Monkey World, you have to get a red result.
That's kind of neat.
So you have to get that because it's not an easy thing to go surfing the multiverse. And right now you also have true invulnerability and amazing. So you actually that's why most times, unless you get hit with the 1,000-point damage guy, you didn't get hurt too bad.
Yeah, because God,
It's not my fault if
basically.
you're not sitting. Well, the thing is, you can either send magic or mind fuckery.
Yeah, those you're not invulnerable to that. Yeah, magic or mind.
Yeah, because there's a third one that is, I think, emotional, which as well.
Yeah, you don't have that on there. Yeah, so it'd be emotional.
Yeah, I think
mental, or magic.
Yeah, magic, mental, emotion.
Those are the three that you're vulnerable to. But everything else, you got pretty much everything else. You can just shrug it off, and go ha. Unless you get, like I said, hit with the 1,000-point guy, who basically could kill any of y'all. Just not even breaking a sweat. Just hit it. If they hit you with their hammer, pile of ash.
I'm pretty sure 300 is alone enough to kill any of our characters.
Oh yeah, pretty much. But the hammer was 1,000 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still keeping Spot, but I would say go ahead and DM me with these updates, and also add that you get 20 to summon Spot, because in the event Spot might be needed for one of these. You never know.
Maybe he can pick up multiverse of Spot.
Yeah,
and
the spell should be called Call the Dog or something. I don't know.
Let the dog
okay, at what degree? Oh.
Okay, that'd be 20.
Is the command phrase to send the dog home? Spot be gone.
That is actually pretty good. I will admit that's actually pretty good.
I assume he can just decide when to go home, kind of like Lockjaw.
Lockjaw just he's kind of like he can be kind of like Lockjaw. I don't want to give him the Lockjaw power. I've thought about bringing Lockjaw in, but I don't know if I want to turn him good or bad. It depends on how.
The thing is, though, Lockjaw can't teleport between dimensions.
No, he can just teleport to different places.
Yeah.
So Spot just transport. That would just be summoned to wherever Carrion is.
Oh. Horror.
What?
I got a thought for you.
What?
What about a spell similar to Gateway?
I had that couple seasons ago. I had a dimensional aperture that was a hell portal.
Yeah, these are not portals that you can draw people through. It's an actual gateway that links two areas, two places. On the same
It's like stepping through a doorway.
I don't think that I haven't seen that in the Marvel Magic book.
Yeah, I think there is something similar to that. I have to
But
look
you
it
can
up.
put a limitation on it. And usually when you put a limitation on a power,
Well, I just don't recall seeing anything like that in the Marvel Magic book. Doesn't mean it's not there. I don't really see what use that is at this point.
Like if you wanted to go from, say, point A to point B without having to travel miles and miles and miles.
and you can transport the whole team.
I mean, I suppose so, but like, how often is that going to come up?
It's a keep it in the back pocket
Because I don't want to waste a slot. I would prefer if all my slots were stuff I was going to use regularly.
Mm-hmm.
Could you do a portal? Like you open up a portal over bad guy, and then you go through and you push a rock off something.
I did that. I did that a couple of seasons ago,
I think it was like season 2.
Yeah. Oh. No, it was.
Or was it season 3?
Yeah, it was the season before last, and people got sick of me overusing the dimensional aperture. So
because it was basically you were just tossing the villain into the dimension.
That's kind of fun though.
Well, yeah, I was basically pulling a Fly of Despair from SpongeBob, pretty much. But yeah, so apparently I'm not allowed to do that anymore because people get sick of me overusing it.
Okay, what were you saying, Trooper?
I just sent you the link for Gateway.
Okay, Gateway.
But is it a Marvel spell?
Yeah.
I know there's something similar to that I know there's Dimension Door in D&D, but I didn't think there was something like that.
It's under teleportation. Basically, this is what Gateway can do. He can open a gateway between his holy place and wherever the subject desired to go with class 1000 ability. I would have to drop it down sincerely, but still.
I just don't foresee me using that much, and I don't want to waste a spell slot.
Oh. Okay, basically, it kind of has a little bit of a ritual to it. It's basically when he does it, he has to have a fire and a sacred bull roar, which he whirls to use his teleportation abilities. It's basically kind of a aboriginal thing.
Right. Like I said, I don't see. I doubt it will come in that much handy that it would be worth wasting the slot on.
Maybe season 6 we can think about it.
Yeah, but like at the moment I can't see a circumstance where it would come in that much handy.
Yes.
So I'm not wasting the slot.
Oh no, Frog! You gotta be careful on those icy roads.
Oh yeah.
Please be careful, Frogger. Please be careful, Froggy. Don't go like in Frogger the game and go splat.
Oh, none of that.
But so basically, Darion has the two. We're giving you the two thingies with dimensional travels, and we're giving you the summon spot if you need to. So I think we're good on youth now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go with that for now. We can always tweak as needed during the season and just say something happens, and we can just say it. We have a limit on it for now. Like if you guys get something new during the season, there will be a limit on it. Like say it may have a one use for that session, and then we'll decide if you want to keep it. We'll tweak the level later. We'll do something like that. If you like, for example, a trooper getting his gravity thing, that thing needed to be limited off the bat. But it was very funny effects, but Basically you got to have some teamwork there. You got to let everybody else do something too. That's
Yeah.
that's the only requirement I have. And now we move over to Megan, and I know she's got some artifacts. Let me call up her DM to look at the artifacts she has, and there's some pretty cool ones. Let's see. Okay.
Yeah, from what I'm seeing, okay, so far, Megan needs some offensive capabilities.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. Megan needs something, but she's got some offensive things that we were thinking about. Let's see. Okay. These are the things that she tossed at me that she wanted to have the gadgets she picked up in nowhere. Because the DVDs that Christmas DVDs, Santa gave her some clues as to what she got. Okay. Okay. This is what she got. She got the Ambon, which is a small object resembling a lucky gold horseshoe. It was introduced with Boba Fett in the Star Wars Holiday Special. It produces an energy beam strong enough to fight a greater crate dragon. We have to downgrade the spell on it, the thing on it, and can disintegrate a smaller target entirely. We'll negotiate the power levels. I may actually have you roll for that and go say no higher than say 30 on those. Then we also have the sonic screwdriver. We have one of those.
Dear.
And it can also be used as a screwdriver because basically she's got the waves to interrupt digital signals to mess with computerized locks and tech. Okay, pardon me, this actually may come in handy. And I gave this stuff to my cohort, and he says these may come in handy. So be forewarned. Okay. And it's got the whole deal for what a sonic screwdriver can do, and she also has a lightsaber. So basically, she has a little lightsaber, and she also gets a tricorder. But yeah, we're gonna put them at kind of low levels because basically we're kind of dinged up a bit, and
I was gonna say the sonic screwdriver alone could be quite a game breaker if you let her do everything that the sonic can do.
Because basically, I was gonna think because I think she and Trooper were in conference at one point about what she picked up. He could actually help her with some kit bashing, but they still wouldn't be up to snuff. So I'd have to say that the upper level of pick one of these at a level 30, whichever one.
Also note, one of the limitations on the sonic screwdriver is it doesn't handle wood well.
Yeah. Okay.
That's something I just know from Doctor Who related knowledge.
It says it can
also. The sonic doesn't work on wood.
It can be used as a screwdriver though, so it can be. So you can actually put things together with it.
Yeah. So you can.
It can also be used as a lance, sonic lance.
Yeah. So basically, pick one of those at 30. That would be the highest one it would be, and the rest of them will be in 20s.
Okay. I just kind of had this picture of Megan with the scarf and the sonic screwdriver. I kind of like that.
You mean the long scarf?
I love the idea of the armband because
Thor's scarf.
The Christmas gift. I thought that was really cool.
Sorry, one at a time, please, everybody. Let me get her thing out first, please.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. I just want to hear one at a time, so because I do have problems hearing, and I just want to make sure everybody gets heard, and I want to go through because you want to get your things going, and then once you get you talked through, we can other people can chime in with ideas. But you said you want the sonic screwdriver to be the 30.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds good. I mean,
okay, basically, it would be to activate. You would have to roll on the remarkable table, and then anything it's like an. I think it's mostly like an energy attack. I'm gonna give it 30 to activate, 20 for the effect.
What does that mean?
Okay, 30 to activate to actually use it. It may go. I'm not going to work this time,
which makes sense because it has a telepathic interface.
Yes, and also, like I said, it was kit bash, so it's not like Probably not. It wouldn't be like. Thank you. It wouldn't be like Doctor Who has. It would be.
It's like the Sonic pen from the Adipose episode.
Okay, basically, it would be like if you bought one off Amazon and then tried to add some tech to it.
It's Wish brand Sonic screwdriver.
It's a Kmart Sonic screwdriver. It's not the good brand. So
Kirkland brand Sonic screwdriver.
It still works.
Okay.
Still works.
Yeah.
But it's not gonna be as high as say one like say actually you get from like seems like you're my favorite Who Tom Baker's Who.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, think of the Sonic in between 3 and 4's era, less so New Who's Sonic.
It's not a super toy. It's not like it's not like
it's from before the writers started writing the Sonic as a magic freaking wand.
Yeah, basically it's not the Swiss Army knife of Sonic screwdrivers.
What do you think it will be able to do?
Okay, it has the powers that you gave me, which is to interrupt digital signals and all. It has all the stuff. All I'm saying is that to activate it, you have to roll remarkable and succeed. Okay. And then when you're using it, the effect would be a 20. It'd be what is that? What I remember what the 20 is on the sheet. 20 is excellent. It would be excellent. You basically do like 20 points of effect.
20 points of effect. Okay, so
it'd be 30 points to activate it. 30 to activate it. 20 for the effect. And I would say lightsaber would be just straight up 20. Because it's got to activate and 20 points of damage. But that's when you gotta be careful. You could hurt yourself with that. You could burn yourself 20 points of damage, or have to have your sister heal you. Sister heal you.
Yeah. But I thought that was fun because I know Nightcrawler's a bit of a swashbuckler.
You could pick up the sword thing. That would be on your agility, I believe. Let's see. That we consider that a bladed weapon, edged attack. That would
wouldn't it also be an energy attack because it's plasma?
Well, she'd be using it like an edged weapon because it's it would do the 20 points of plasma damage, but it'd be like more like an edge. Let's see, an edge attack, or let's see if they don't have anything like for weapons. They just said edge attack, so it'd be under her fighting skill. She'd be using her fighting skill to use it, but it would do 20 points of damage.
And then the tricorder mostly analyzes things.
Yeah, the tricorder will actually come in handy because that would that could pick up things that her intuition may not.
So, that's
Aranya?
Yes.
You're going to have the Sonic screwdriver and the scarf.
Oh no! Yes. I want to have him show up. Yes.
4.
K9.
Oh, K9. Yeah.
The original
affirmative.
And the TV.
K9. K9 is adorable.
I would have the original K9 show up. If
K9 is best dog.
No, he's not. The Spot is best dog.
Good dog.
Spot. Cosmo is also a good boy.
Spot. Cosmo is best dog. Spot is number 2.
Okay, now we need to set up a doggy play date.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. We have 3 doggos now. Yeah, we have. Yeah.
You wanted the scarf besides the Sonic screwdriver.
Yeah, you
got
have
that. 9 and a hat.
Yes.
The hat.
No, the floppy hat. She can
And the Jelly Babies.
And Jelly Babies.
I'm weird, I guess, because I don't like 4 very much.
For
most fans of Classic Who, that's heresy, but I don't really like 4 very much.
Yeah,
I like 7. 7 was cooler.
4 is where I came in on with the Who, and that's where. And I like.
I
I believe Tom Baker still holds the record as the longest running Doctor, so Ford was around for a freaking long time.
Probably. And the other one I liked what's his name? Tennant. I like Tennant.
See, I don't particularly like Tennant either very much. My Doctor was and probably always shall be 11 because
is?
bow ties are cool.
Oh yeah, that one. Okay. But
Although I grew to like 12, and I really wish they had let him keep his sonic device as his sonic shades, because I didn't feel like he needed his own sonic. He had his sonic shades, and his sonic shades were cool.
Yeah. Okay.
well, then you probably liked Dr. Five too. Didn't he also wear a bow tie?
No. Five was the cricket guy. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Five also his quirk was that he wore celery on his lapel, and he was the optimistic one, because one was the grouchy grandfather, 2 was the dandy with the recorder and the Beatles haircut, 3 was the kind of earthbound action hero who was Jean Pertwee, 4 was scarf, jelly babies, and cynicism, 5 was celery and optimism, 6 was the many-colored dream coat and being angry, 7 was the action hero Doctor with the question mark umbrella, 8 was the 8 probably had the coolest like steampunk look, 9 was the leather jacket, 10 was the sand shoes and the trench coat, 11 was the bow ties, which are cool, and 12 was the speechifying rock star professor. This is the best way I could describe 12. And 13 we just don't need to talk about, because 13 was kind of classically unlucky, as hilarious as it is. Also, War was John Hurt, which War was awesome.
All right, now, Trevor, what were you saying? Someone was saying something while Dalton was talking, and I didn't quite hear who it was. So basically, you've got your the highest one you've got is your sonic screwdriver.
I feel like that's handy, and she'd probably prefer to use it, because one of the descriptions of the thing is like, it's handy, but it's more resourceful than it is violent.
Yeah, and the lightsaber would be good to defend yourself.
Sure.
The armband is be like a holy crap one if you were using it to. She picks it up and by accident it actually activates or something like that. And I'm gonna say that I'm still gonna leave it at a 20, but that'd be like a holy crap, this activated.
That'd be a super luck item.
Yeah, it's basically
it's a horseshoe.
Yeah, it's a horseshoe. So that would be if you really need some good luck, it would activate on that. But it would be, I'll just have her roll and then see what she got on it, and if she gets it, then it gets to be used. And then the tricorder will come in handy if she wants to
analyze
things and analyze her surroundings without necessarily having to use her intuition.
That's good way.
It would tie in with her intuition / reason, but you could just, I would just leave it at a 20 to activate. You have to do a 20 to activate the tricorder, and it would, I would say, it would give a +1 to your intuition or reason, whichever applies in that situation.
Madonna.
Yes.
Was the sister?
Yes.
Give her borrow a page from Hank.
Which Hank?
From Dungeons and Dragons.
I don't know for what.
I don't even know who you're talking about there, Trooper. You out-referenced us.
Yeah, a ranger. Okay, what? And?
His bow.
Okay.
Give that to the sister.
Okay, I haven't gotten to her yet.
What? What about it?
Right.
I'm sorry. What?
The fires energy arrows.
No. This is news to me. I don't know D&D.
I think he's talking about the movie, which I don't like enough to remember well. So
the cartoon.
Oh,
I don't remember that either. So
the show from the 90s. Okay, that's why my brain was like, wait, that sounds vaguely familiar, but I don't remember anything.
Yeah.
Hank the Ranger, Presto the Magician.
Oh yeah. I know of the show, but I don't think I ever saw it. But yeah, okay.
Well, Hank had a bow,
Yeah, with energy arrows. Okay.
the energy bow but the arrows could do funky stuff.
Oh, she's already got her angels with the swords, and she herself has the healing. So
Yeah, she's our cleric basically in
cleric
like
slash
D&D
tank.
terms.
Cleric slash tank.
That's interesting, though, to have bows that do different kinds of things.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there is Yondu's Yaka arrow. We could give her something like that. Although I never associated the sister with archery, so I don't know why that of all things is what stuck out to.
She's the bladed weapons expert.
Yeah, I thought maybe you meant like the angels might be able to have bows instead of swords sometimes.
Well,
I don't really know, but
I'm confused why of all things you gave her a ranger weapon. That confuses the frick out of me.
Or a ranged weapon. Okay. What I would do is if we gave her, say, a divine bow and arrow, she would have a limited amount of the arrows in her quiver, for one. And two, it would definitely. I would put the skill at a 30 and a.
I just don't know why. I just don't know why you would. I don't think that weapon really even fits her. Honestly, if we're
gonna do it,
if we're kind of like expanding her powers on the like cleric or paladin scale, I would give her something equivalent to like a divine smite kind of thing.
Okay. Let me look up. Look up the sister.
Maybe he meant the crazy effects. What kind of effects did the arrows have?
Yeah, I'm confused.
Yeah.
Well, among other things, the arrows could bind a target.
So they were trick arrows, kind of like
Take from energy.
Like an energy cage.
Kind of like Green Arrow or Hawkeye's stuff.
Yeah, but it was like.
But again, I'm confused as to why you're giving the cleric / paladin a bow.
The way I was thinking is her angels are set up as tanks, melee tanks.
Mm-hmm.
Giving her an ability to help her angels from range, while her angels are doing what they're supposed to be doing, tanking for her.
Right. That's why I was thinking kind of like a divine smite, like divine wrath or something along those lines. Because
you mean
that
like stare?
That would give her something something offensive to go with the rest of her stuff, but it would be a natural progression of her character from divine blessings and so on and so forth. Kind of progressing along the saintly sort of trajectory.
Neat. Somebody turn your head.
I'm not sure how exactly you would do that. I imagine it would be something similar to the Penance Stare from Ghost Rider. We just have to reflavor it.
Flame Strike?
I was. Is it my turn to talk about?
Yeah. Because I think we've got Megan pretty much squared away with her stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Given the gift I got from Santa, it sort of inspired me to kind of give the sister kind of have her branch out into buffs and debuffs. She was given a tablet that was basically full of like different translations of the Bible and the study materials to get her understanding of her scriptures and a better understanding of the things she could do in Christ. And also, I think you described them as being essential oils.
Oh yeah, but she got more essential oils for like her healing. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was thinking it could also like maybe kind of branch out into different things. Like, for instance, let's see, I think I found one in here. Let's see, it was called Clary Sage, which in the real world is supposed to be good for enhancing cognitive functions and stuff like that. I was thinking if she like prays a blessing over the Clary Sage, that might say improve a character's intuition or like intelligence, like give a kind of give boost to that, or if she places it like sort of like a if you put it on the offensive, it might say she could like say lower enemies concentration or do things like that.
If you want to kind of branch out into that sort of region, I know when I was going through the magic book, there is an exorcism in there is a spell called exorcism in the magic book.
She would definitely have that ability. Yeah.
Would fit your character.
Yeah, I'll look it up. But before I forget, Megan, don't forget to send those updates to me in DM on Discord, and I can then add them and then just have them for our records.
Okay, so
No, I was just thinking, being as the sisters that they don't really, other than her tank, that between the two of them, that's about the only real offensive ability they have.
Well, we fixed Megan up because she has all the toys now.
So let me go through hers one more time so she can write them down. Hers is 30 to activate the sonic screwdriver, 20 for damage with it. Everything else is at a 20.
30 to okay.
Everything is like 20 to activate, use for the other ones, and the sonic screwdriver is 30 to activate, 20 to damage because it does have a damage ability, and also the lightsaber would have, of course, have 20 damage.
Okay.
Yeah,
same with the luck thingamajiggy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is that good?
Yes, it's very good.
Oh,
excellent,
okay,
excellent is very good damage, and also one thing for the tricorder is it would also we have another Avenger here.
Oh.
Yes, and we
gained a Venkman.
We gained an Avenger. Also, with the tricorder, that would up your intuition or reason, whichever applied one step. So make a note of that. And now we're working on the sister.
So it's also
so with the tricorder, it would up your reason when you use it, or your intuition about discovering things one step up. So just remind me of that one if you're using the tricorder.
That's
And with regards to the sister, like I said, I think it's called exorcism. It might just be called banish, but it's one of those.
Well, what's it do?
And would it banish somebody, like, bad thing, or what?
It from what little I remember, because like I just ran across this while I was skimming through the magic book. It will banish any extra dimensional or mystical entity that she aims it at, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
I think, or it banishes it to another dimension for, I can't remember the number of rounds, but I can't. Yeah. But like it's in the magic book. I just can't think of it off the top of my head. I didn't want it because it's not really in my character's wheelhouse, but it would definitely fit, your more holy roller sort of character. So
okay, that makes sense.
What's the divine stare or the
penance stare? Penance stare?
Yeah. Oh, is that what it's called?
Yeah,
I think that's what Ghost Rider has. It's the penance stare.
Oh.
I could possibly.
It basically inflicts damage to people based on guilt they have for stuff they've done.
If I gave since the sister herself is just the healer, she uses her angels as her tanks. I would say if I gave them, instead of anything else, the penance stare, I would say I would give them that at no more than 30 points.
Okay.
If that. And that would be, we can look up the effects of the penance stare if we look up Ghost Rider.
That
sounds neat. Or do you think that the angel should like get any armor or anything? Or do you
I think they're pretty good in terms of their health, so they don't necessarily need armor. I'm just saying, if you want to give the angels the penance stare or the sister the penance stare. It's one or the other, not both.
Oh,
I
sure.
would give it
Fair
to
enough.
I would give it to the character so she has something offensive she can do, but
Just in case,
it's up
yeah.
to you.
Yeah, that's actually just in case she gets attacked.
Okay, it's defensive. Yeah, correct. Right now, all she can do is absorb like HP for someone that.
Yeah.
All this talk of penance makes me want to go watch baseball.
Yeah.
Penance. Oh, good one.
The only kind of penance I'm less interested in than this guy.
Yeah.
The sports ball stare. The
yes.
penance stare.
Yes.
Womp.
And since Torch is I actually looked over his stats. He's good. He doesn't have to have anything messed with. Mr. Iron Man, are you playing him this season, or just going to be switching out characters as usual?
I told you I'm switching out between Avengers, but I am supposed to be Reed Richards for one of the stories.
All right, and speaking of one of the stories, this is the format change, and listen up, people. This is what's going to happen this coming week. These are the people who will be on board to play. It will be Horror, Star Trooper, and Darion. They're the only ones that are required to show up.
Okay.
Okay.
However,
So we're splitting.
we're splitting the team.
Okay.
However, the other people, as I said, you need to do homework. You will be required to watch that live stream and make notes so you know kind of what's going on.
Okay.
For plot mechanic reasons.
Plot mechanic reasons. So, and then the following week would be whoever Iron Man's playing, Megan and the sister, and Torch. They would be the second. It's like every other week. It would be the horror team, and then the other week would be the torch team. The third week will be both of you getting together and
Okay, so that way we can move the plot along faster without cluttering so much.
right, because we have so many people, and we can actually tailor the villains to the specific group.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Be forewarned that that may or may not be good for you guys. So
Well, I mean, probably not, but
Yeah,
it
that's
at
how
least makes sense.
but that's
Okay.
how it's going to work. And I believe we're going to have at least a 9-episode season. So it'll be, like I said, first week will be the horror team. The first, fourth, and then the 7th weeks will be the horror team. The second, fourth, and the eighth will be the second, fourth, and eighth will be the torch team, and then the other after that. It's like every 3 episodes will be everybody getting together.
Just go by like just A or B.
A or B. Well, I'm just saying that's A or B. So Iron Man, you're on the B team.
So team A, team B, and then the joint episode.
Then it will be AB.
And then it starts
AB
over again.
Yeah, then it starts over again. It'll be
Okay.
different sessions. So, and we have at least a 9, depending on if it'll either be a 9 or at most a 12 episode season, like last season was 12 episodes. But it will be in groups of 3.
Yeah, talk to
Okay, that
Mariah
works.
about this because it is like, otherwise we're kind of sitting there for like 30 minutes waiting for our turn.
Yeah, exactly. So I want to give you guys something to do. But like I said, every other week, whoever is not playing must watch.
Yeah, because for sake of plot.
I thought the DM controlling this game. Wouldn't you have the story plot written out?
Yes, but she can't show that to us because that's the point.
No. As far as what happens at things, there should always be a recap in the beginning.
There will be a recap, but I'm still.
You just don't want to have to do homework. It's the problem.
I'm still making you guys watch. We need the watch time, if nothing else.
How much would they pay you to watch for me?
No.
It only counts
Beckman,
when
do your
Iron
homework.
Man comics, Marania.
Do your homework, Beckman. Do your homework.
Oh, that's not fair. That is so not fair.
Do your homework, Beckman. Stop trying to emotionally blackmail Mariah.
Yes, that's cruel. That is so cruel.
Yeah, keep it up. She'll stick madcap on you.
No, Madcap
That-
doesn't.
Actually, I would love Madcap versus Iron Man.
That'd be fun.
But like I said, my
Or
characters are not going to
Lifeguard.
get any. I'm not playing any custom characters, so my character is kind of like, is this there as a guy?
Honestly, you should play the shit. DC doesn't have or Marvel doesn't have an equivalent for Dial H for Hero, does it? Dang.
No,
They don't. But basically, he's
That
playing-
would have worked so well for Venkman though, because then
Yes.
he could literally dial up.
Fill that
characters.
role with her nemesis power.
Oh no, you're not doing. He's not playing Nemesis. I'm not allowing.
No.
I'm not.
Yeah,
you
but
meant the Nemesis power was basically.
yeah, the upshot, Venkman, is stop being lazy and do your homework.
I'll just play Taskmaster.
We'll negotiate behind the scenes about that. But yes, I'm going to.
If I play Taskmaster, I pretty much could just be like all Avengers except for Hulk.
Yeah, he's got some serious fighting skills. But yeah, we'll negotiate on things because I do want y'all to. We will have recaps, but in the event we don't have a recap, because sometimes my cohort doesn't always do a recap, and I don't want to spend 10 minutes doing a recap.
Or maybe I'll be the super adaptoid, but you won't know.
Or the Super Scroll.
This idea has merit.
At the end, it's Madcap all along.
Oh
I will throw you into a black hole.
no, you're not allowed to do that. But at any rate, that is going to be the format for this season. So when people are watching, if you don't see your favorite character, like say 1 week, they will show up the following week, and vice versa.
And for the season finale, you might see some familiar faces come back.
Yes.
That sounds cool.
Yes. We have to talk. We have to talk to my co-plotter about that. Who's going to be showing up? But yes, that is now the new format.
That's right, Madcap's come back.
And Melania,
Yeah,
thank you for getting the reference.
And
Yes.
to be shoved into a black hole.
you're welcome. I got the reference about the flying on the ice.
You know the black hole wouldn't kill me. I just come out on the other side of the portal to the wormhole.
Yes.
It's not all black holes are wormholes.
Yes. But at any rate,
Not all black holes are the same.
yeah. Fun fact about what Ed was saying in the chat is that was Sidney Freeman's first appearance and his last appearance. That was his tagline. To pull down your pants and slide on the ice.
He appeared more than once in the show.
Yeah, but he appeared more than once. But that was his first appearance tagline and his last appearance tagline.
It was -3, and I have 4-wheel drive, and I was still spinning.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
But the
No
good thing is
thanks.
that there's no one on the road, though, so I'm fine.
Yeah, we got about 4 or 5 inches of snow here. I don't know if it's still snowing, but we did get
4 or 5 inches.
Hey, I know that this is our second snow of the season, so shut up.
Yeah,
I've got 3 snows this season.
us too. We just got a whole
Ooh,
crap ton
snow.
of new snow all day.
I've had 3 snows of the
Here,
season.
I'll be back.
it's
I'm
like
sorry.
60 degrees outside.
Okay.
For us, it didn't snow until after it didn't snow until well after New Year's.
That's
You
right.
know-
Same here, yeah.
Kind
No,
of bugged me.
I have respect for the sisters, so they tell me how warm it is down by them.
Yeah.
And
Well,
probably-
they're in Florida, up next to
and
where
she's
E
probably
is.
saying it's cold because it's 60 degrees.
Yeah.
At least no, she doesn't say it's cold because it's 60.
Yeah,
I mean,
Anglantine complained every time it goes even remotely below like
70.
summer weather.
I can't wait till he gets close to me. Indiana's only like 2 states away from me. He's gonna be crying.
Yeah, I'm going to enjoy listening to him whine about normal weather.
His tears will be frozen.
So basically, Iron Man, you're going to be letting me know who you're going to be playing in 2 weeks. Actually, let me and my cohort know who you're going to be playing in 2 weeks. We can tailor the event to partially to you and to Megan, the sisters, and Torch, because we're getting Golden Age Torch. Actually, he's pretty cool. Actually, Iron Man might know of Jim Hammond. So
Okay, so just to be clear though, who is on my squad then?
you just have Darion and Trooper.
Okay.
I'm a little
Noted.
demon. So you actually have like
Well, Yeah, but he goes wherever I go, so he's obviously there
we always
regardless.
go through it together.
Yes,
Um,
because he is a good dragon.
Yes, he's a very good dragon. But yeah, and Iron Man's gonna be whoever he decides, and
I'll be having a coffee and donuts, watching the sisters Angels just destroy everything.
Mhm.
And then they'll have to give you a half an hour AA lecture because Tony's alcoholism.
Well, as I said, I'll be drinking coffee, not alcohol.
There you go.
Well, but I was making a joke because at this point in continuity, Tony was still struggling with alcoholism, and of course, missionaries tend to go a little bit crazy when it comes to.
Did I say coffee? I mean coffee. Nothing else inside the coffee.
Yeah. No, not Irish coffee or anything like that. Like
Sure, Bankman. Sure.
like a certain person who I do kind of miss on the team. That and V knows who I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Ricochet.
football.
Yeah, I kind of miss Ricochet. He was
Dalton doesn't. Dalton's like, I'm done with him.
Yeah, Dalton.
Well, you play all the fast talking wisecracking characters, so I get annoyed at you no matter who you're playing usually.
But that's who I am though in real life. So if I didn't do
Yes,
that,
I'm aware of this.
So basically, if you're allowed to be yourself as the horror,
I know exactly.
he can be himself in whatever character he plays.
Yes, I know, but that's why it's not anything personal against any one of your characters. It's something that is continuous among all of them. It's like, oh, Bregman is playing a character. I expect to be annoyed at some point.
Marani doesn't let me play Deadpool.
I'm Deadpool.
I don't think anybody wants to have you play Deadpool. You'd be too good at it.
Deadpool is off the table. Unless I bring him in as a villain.
Sad face.
In which case, if I did bring Deadpool in as villain,
it would too much exacerbate your already existent tendencies, sir.
Yes, I would draft V to play Deadpool.
And I would be breaking the fourth wall all the time.
Every time. Yes.
Don't you already do that anyway? Usually.
Well, you all tend to do it.
Well, I'm on the sixth wall now.
Yeah, maybe that. Oh, that would be nice.
Yes.
Sorry. So, Lissa was just thinking she's kind of worried that she's not going to be able to be there and help everyone. So she was thinking, could she maybe take one of the oils and like bless it and leave it with them? So if something happens, they'll have a healing oil from her.
That we could do that. And I remember how much.
$9.99. We'll sell you oil.
Let's see. Let me check her oil's healing. It says 50 points of damage, but that's her using it. So I'm gonna if she leaves one or two vials of the healing oil, I'm gonna drop it down to 40 points.
I mean, I'm just gonna say that Dalton's character has a freaking demon, a little dragon.
Yeah.
He's got powers, and then you have Ethereal Dragon's character who you just can't kill. And then they got another guy with
You can kill him.
armor.
It just won't. It's just he gets another one gets remade. Replace him.
It's like he just comes back as another one.
Yeah, gods are rather notoriously difficult to bork in the Marvel universe.
Oh no! You kill my avatar. Here's a new one.
Yeah, and we have Trooper, who I did upgrade him a little bit with certain things.
The only person, to the best of my knowledge, that's ever successfully actually killed one, other than Gore, because that's his whole gimmick, was Protege. He managed to kill the Living Tribunal and become the Living Tribunal, didn't he?
There is one because now we have Golden Age Torch. I am tempted to bring in a certain character.
Oh, you're gonna bring in who I think you're gonna bring in?
Probably.
Namor.
No, a lot of gods have been killed. Because what's his name?
Yes.
What's the name of Gaia's son with the
Cthon.
Okay, because Gaia's son killed a bunch of the elder gods.
Cthon.
Because Yeah, because way back when the other gods were just eating each other for power, Gaia gets tired of that shit. Mates with, I think, the...
So it's like Transformers eating each other for power. You have parts I need.
Yeah.
Well,
Thank you.
more
mates
like
with,
Highlander.
the
There
life
can only be one.
to has a son
Oh,
to get rid of all the demon gods.
Yeah,
also,
but what I mean is usually when the gods die in the Marvel universe, they kill each other. It's infighting.
Dalton,
Yeah.
Mortals don't tend to do it very often.
do you know what movie takes
Unless
place
you
this
have
year?
like the Phoenix Force.
Okay.
So, Highlander 2 takes place in 2024.
Every Highlander fan knows we don't talk about Highlander 2.
Oh, the last one. You know, the one where it's after the apocalypse.
Did I?
And the big prize is, oh, you can have children now.
Isn't it literally called Endgame?
Did we? As every Highlander fan knows, there was only ever one Highlander movie. Because,
Two.
very ironically indeed, there actually can only be one.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, 2 was. There's a great part in 2 where him and Ramirez get.
We don't talk about Highlander 2. This is the rules. I didn't make the rules. I'm just enforcing the rules. We don't talk about Highlander 2.
Wait a minute. You do not enforce the rules. I enforce the rules. Just remember that. I am the boss.
Well, but this isn't game related. This is pop culture policing related.
Yes, I am still the boss.
When have you known me to follow any rules?
Good point.
Hence why you constantly annoy me, Beckman.
Yes. Yes.
I was wondering, does the game have anything in it like debuffing or like status abilities or something like that? Like
limitations?
I guess like what would I guess if you like buffed somebody's
I mean there are power drains and power absorptions and things all over the place. There are debuffs.
They do have something I believe called flaws. You can take a weakness to your power.
Ooh. Imagine if in one of the game the levels and like it's just treated like a video game.
I don't
areas which steals your powers, saps your powers. There's a room
I don't think that's what she was talking about. I thought she was talking about whether a character can debuff another, like if a hero can debuff a villain. I think.
I'm just saying it'd be kind of cool though, because if you're a magic user, you walk into a room and it's warded where you can't use your powers.
The spell you are thinking of is called the Sands of Nishanti, and it is very freaking annoying in the Marvel universe.
Thank you for reminding me of it.
I guess I was just wondering, like, if you wanted to play if you can't heal one turn, or maybe you could. Well, let's say you don't need to heal one turn, and maybe you're like, hey, this person looks like they could use some extra help to their defense, or maybe I could do something that might give them a bonus to their attack, or maybe you could cause confuse or doubt or something to.
Okay. So you're thinking of support abilities then for your teammates and stuff.
Yeah, or could you I was thinking could you I don't know if there's a Marvel equivalent of casting silence or blind, which
I believe there is.
There are. I'll have to send you a link to the Marvel Magic book, because with the sister, because her powers are divinity based, it's very much in the supernatural side of things. Mm-hmm. So most of your stuff would probably be either found in there or stuff you could reflavor from it in there.
Yeah, because I remember there's a silence thing you could cast silence or cause silence.
I really want to play Constantine with them and the Angels. Just be pissed off the whole entire time.
Wrong section of the Omniverse, sir. We're in the Marvel set of things.
If we could figure out a version to reflavor.
If we ever do DC though, if we ever jump over to do a DC RPG.
Yeah.
I was wondering, can I use
I mean, you could play Hellstrom. Hellstrom is very similar to Constantine in the Marvel universe.
I was just thinking. Like,
Although we headcanoned it that Damian Hellstrom is currently busy because ever since we added him as one of my contacts, we set it up that this was during the period where he had deposed his father and was therefore ruling one of the many hell dimensions of the Marvel Universe. Because that actually did happen, I want to say in the 80s. He got mad at Satanish and then threw him out of his hell and took over for a bit. And that is why he is my most difficult to talk to contact, because he's busy with the bureaucracies of hell.
That's pretty busy.
Or it could be the Nightcrawler. Yeah.
I
This
I was
Vampire.
I was just kind of thinking something I kind of thought in when I was just imagining, playing the sister in more advanced situations. It's like when she encountered the Hulk a lot, and I was thinking like, and some people in terror, or like when Hulk is in a mindless rage, is like he becomes completely uncontrollable. If I could like say, I don't know, like use a special anointing oil that could say if it kind of like
a calming aura sort of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, make Bed Bath & Beyond.
There are a bunch of charm abilities and stuff in the magic book.
I did see something about charming, yes.
And I don't use those because that doesn't really fit my character, but it might very well fit yours.
Honestly, I was hoping we would have had Rocket and Hulk at the space bar, and then Hulk lets one rip.
Oh no.
There's a very good reason we never see that in the comics, and I never want to think about that again. And you will be hearing from my psychiatrist, Beckman.
Anyone mysterious?
He's busy.
No.
I'll be your psychiatrist.
I think whoever the psychiatrist is for Mysterio is just writing a tell-all book on all the things I've done to him over the seasons.
Yeah, I won't say who, but
I won't say who, but
no, I'm sure she probably will say who, and then JJ will use it as fodder to smear me yet again. Which, by the way, that lawsuit is still in the making.
Well, now wait a minute. If people don't know his real identity, then she could say she was talking to Mysterio. Nobody would really know who that is, right?
Yeah.
Nobody knows Mysterio's identity.
Right. So
True, but it wouldn't be a very provocative tell-all book if she left it that mysterious.
Mysterious.
Maybe I'll be Mysterio.
I'm just imagining like a tell-all book called A Supervillain on the Couch kind of thing.
It could be fun, right?
That would be good.
Like, or the trials of being a supervillain or something. I'm just imagining her on. I'm just imagining this psychiatrist on like Larry Fowler or Oprah or something like that.
Evil on the couch.
Yeah.
Does that have profession? Yeah. Does she do like all the super things? Like they go to jail and they have to have psychiatry, and she's like, oh, okay.
What about a Nightmare Realm version of Mysterio?
What about him?
No, if we went into the realm of Nightmare, no.
Oh, yeah. Poor Mysterio is probably gonna have nightmares of me, which means Nightmare is gonna have to take my form to.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, I meant more like you go in there and you think it's easy, and then all the Mysterio, all of a sudden you can't defeat them because you're in the Nightmare Realm.
Well, if we're in the Nightmare Realm, then I
takes off his helmet and it's you.
Yeah, at that point I would figure out we're in the Nightmare Realm, and then I would start dealing with Nightmare as Nightmare.
And then we got.
But at any rate, let's see. We've got everyone pretty much squared away. The only thing we just, like I said, I'll just have to figure out is whoever V is going to bring in every other week.
We still have to figure out the particulars on my new spell
That's right,
too.
your new spell. That is correct.
Yeah, the chaos magic one. If that's what we decide to go with,
if you-
I'll look through the list again and see what I can.
just if you can DM me if you're on Discord, so just go ahead and DM me on Discord, and we're friends on Discord.
I believe so. Let me double check and make sure once
yes.
we're done here tonight.
Well, let me. I can check real quick and see.
I'm pretty sure we became friends like as soon as you started using Discord. So
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So I sent you your RPG sheet. I sent it to you through Discord back last year, and we are friends.
Yay.
hooray!
We're friends, so you can just go ahead and just look through your DMs there and just see and just go ahead.
Yep.
Just send me stuff through there. And we can discuss it in DMs there.
Yep, I'll let you know.
Yeah, we'll do that. But other than that, I think everybody's pretty much squared away.
I think we're done.
We're squared away. We've got the format, and letting the audience know every other week you'll get Team A or Team B, and then the third week you get Team A and B. So
this became one of those surprisingly successful runs, and so the writers decided to diversify it into East Coast versus West Coast fizzles.
Correct. And basically,
Wait, what goes on these supernatural fizzles then?
Well, that we kind of put the supernatural.
The only hiccup there is, I mean, it could still kind of work, but if it was going to be all the supernatural characters, it would be me, you, and the sister.
Yeah, if we're going to do that, but I didn't really want to split the sisters.
No, thanks. I appreciate that.
I didn't want to split this up because basically that would be a little difficult to do. But anyway,
East Coast and West Coast fizzles, I guess.
Yes, correct. Don't put that's not fair. Putting the kitty cat out there. That's blackmail.
What happened?
I'm next to a giant bird too, which is really hungry.
Oh no, the Iron Cat.
What did you do, Bankman?
He put up a cat avatar. He's trying to get me to get out of the
Stop
homework.
emotionally blackmailing the GM.
Yes, please.
Why would you think I'm emotionally blackmailing anybody? I'm just being Iron Cat.
Yes. Oh yeah, Iron Cat.
Because I'm so
because that is the only way Maranya could like Iron Man more is if he was Iron Cat.
Well, no, I did not. I didn't. I'm still having nightmares about the Iron Cat cover that they had.
Wait, they actually did that? Seriously?
Okay, they actually did a variant of one of the Iron Man and Hellcat book with them as cats.
You know, somehow I'm not surprised. I don't know why I was originally surprised. Peter Porker is a thing, so
yeah. So
Iron Man is actually the other one. Yeah,
that's the one. That's the one LK sent me as a Christmas present.
What did they turn Doctor Strange into in the all animal?
I don't know. But this was just a cover that he sent me. Book with that cover with them being cats. It was the normal book. But that was just a variant cover. I don't know what they turned Doctor Strange into. I don't know.
Because I know the universe that Peter Porker comes from has all different animals. It's not just a pig universe.
Yeah, that's kind of sort of what I based the monkey universe on, but not quite.
Yeah, I know they did Alligator Loki because they ended up referencing that in the TV
Loki
show.
Yes.
By literally having him.
Yes, but at any rate, we're gonna wrap this up here, and I'm doing the show at the bottom with the like, comment, subscribe. Please subscribe. Please like. Please watch these videos, and we can get a season 6 and see what happens then. I know we said I can't believe we're going to season 5, but yeah, we've gone.
Yes, we're still in talks with the network.
Yeah, we're still in talks for season 6, but right now we're doing season 5. And
10 seasons in a movie.
Yes, we're doing season 5, which is either 9 or 12 episodes, depending on what my cohort decides how long the story is going to be. But no, I'm going to try to keep it no more than 12 because 12 is a good amount.
Dr. Cohort.
Dr. Cohort. He's evil. You think I'm evil? He's worse than I am.
He actually,
Well,
like
I
said,
mean, there is a reason why we constantly have him playing the villains.
I'm sorry. What was that? Was that perfection?
I was just say he's really good at this being an evil GM.
Yeah,
In
he's
in a sense, he's not gonna cut corners. You're gonna play, or you're gonna play, or you're not gonna. Like I said, like Marani is very light on us when it comes to stuff. Like so,
I haven't been as evil.
I
as
feel like I'm
be.
playing on easy mode. I kind of want to go to normal mode, and that's where Pixel puts us into.
Stop.
Yeah. Yes, I have. Ed gave me some ideas for characters that I do plan on bringing in, so it's no longer easy mode. And Authenticator also gave me something that I can use. Mwah.
Yeah, Venkman, I am suddenly now really liking the fact that we are going to be in separate gaming sessions because if you want her to go harder on you, that's your business, as long as it doesn't affect me.
It goes to both best sets. So keep that in mind.
I could always just pop up as a villain on your playthrough.
Yes, and yes, that is also true. He could.
Enter Apocalypse.
Character called Iron Cat.
I'm sorry. What?
There's a Marvel character called Iron Cat.
There is actually one. Yes.
Yes.
I sent you a picture of her.
It's Black Cat putting on the costume, but then
yes.
her friend steals the costume from her. It was dumb.
Yeah, that was Black Cat's with the Iron Cat. Yes, that is. Yeah, I've seen the armor. Yes, that is Iron Cat. But the real Iron Cat would be the Tony Stark version.
And yes, Rhaegar, I do remember, and honestly, I'm glad that we traded up. I'm glad we traded a Scott Derrickson for a Sam Raimi, because while Scott Derrickson apparently had the passion for the character that is admirable, he didn't have the creativity necessary to actually deliver on the character. So I'm glad we traded up for Sam Raimi instead of Scott Derrickson. Also, I'm glad we moved more in a Chthon Words direction, because the thing is, we should have had Nightmare in the first movie, but the MCU vetoed it, and we got Dormammu instead, because Dormammu is the one everyone remembers. So we should have gotten Nightmare already, but if we're not going to get Nightmare as a one-off villain like he should be, then I wouldn't want. I'm not sure I would want Scott Derrickson to come back. I'm happy with Sam Raimi. I just hope they get a different writer than Michael Waldron. Ideally, what I would want is a co-writing thing between Mike Flanagan and Michael Dougherty with Sam Raimi directing. That would be ideal, but I can't have nice things, so who knows what's actually going to happen.
I'd like to see Marvel stop killing off the villain.
Well, they kept Agatha around, and she was the most interesting character introduced in Phase 4, so I'm happy with that. That's the only show I'm actually looking forward to in the entire MCU slate at this point.
Okay.
Is I can't wait to see what they do with Agatha.
All right, let's go ahead and do the 40-minute goodbye, but just cut it down to 2. And
everybody.
Yes,
Goodbye.
Good night, everyone. We'll see you all next week for season 5, episode 1. Team A will be there. Good night.
Cheers, guys.
Take care, everyone, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and see you next week, same time, same channel. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.